G'day. So welcome to my little humble abode, my little studio. We've got obviously all the toys in here. We're not going to use a lot of the Trackman stuff. That'll be another whole set of videos, which we'll learn about club face and path and all those exciting odds and ends. Here we're going to talk about a body movement drill, which I've been giving out to clients a lot lately. So I thought, hey, let's just make a video online. I can send them a link for what to practice and also share it with the rest of the wider community. I'm also going to obviously be going ahead and making a ton of these videos. So if it's something you want to follow as I go along and just try and give everything I know away, as long as I'm doing this, I may as well give it all away for free. Who knows how long we'll be doing it. So let's just share as much as I possibly can. So if it's something you want to come along for the journey, by all means, subscribe, comment, like, share with friends that might be interested in it as well. So let's get into it. So we've obviously got a few angles here to help the learning procedure. We've got a down the line camera. We've got a face on camera. Thank you, Norton. And then we've also got a roof camera, which is quite helpful in this department. So we've got a couple of different sticks here. These could easily be golf clubs. White sticks are just good, so you can see them a little bit more clearly. Just got these from Farmlands. And yeah, I mean, a couple bucks each, not tour sticks that are a little bit more than that for those of us that know. So I'm going to put one down on the ground here, and this is something we can do when we are finding ourselves perhaps potentially in a little bit of self-isolation. I'm not in that case yet, but well, maybe one day soon. So we've got a stick on the ground, and I've got a stick I'm going to put up against my shoulders, okay? Not down here on my chest, up on my shoulders. Not like that. Preferably cross your arms and have the stick up here on your shoulders. So it's shoulder, shoulder. All will be revealed why it's on the shoulders shortly. So we get set up. And then from here, you can see I'm pretty much going to take about a comfortable step away from it. And then from there, all I'm trying to do is get used to making a backswing turn so that I'm going to get this side of the stick on my left shoulder. If I was obviously left-handed golf, it would be my right shoulder, but my lead shoulder to come along and get pointed down towards that stick there. Or if that's just too hard for you, I don't mind if the stick points slightly above over here somewhere. As long as it's from here, somewhere in this sort of happy zone, this little, should we call it a green zone? We definitely don't have to get it down too much because it requires a lot more, and we don't want to have it way too level, too flat. We're just trying to get a full turn. So we're trying to get this stick pointed somewhere around that stick. And then from here, this is where it gets very important as far as learning sequencing and body movement. The first movement happens is not rotation. We don't want to rotate just yet. We don't want to get to the top and just turn. We actually want to go full turn, load. So these are little wee exciting lateral movement, as you can see I'm doing here. And then once we've rotated, once we've loaded, then we can come on through and rotate our hips and our body to the target. And you can see how now the white stick's going to come from inside that line and pretty much hit that stick. So if there was a feeling that I could happily prescribe, as opposed to having the one where you go this and then over the top, I would quite happily have golfers go above that, especially if you struggle with over the top, to under that. So you had that feeling there. Up, forward, under. In a swing, that would obviously look like up, forward, under, which wouldn't be a bad movement sequence for anybody. Even if you wanted to hit fades, you could still hit fades from there quite happily. Just hold the face open. So that's the movement sequence. Now I'm going to stick this through my belt so we can even see a little bit more clearly. Let's reiterate what's going on all there. Grab this other stick and we'll go over it again. So now at address 2, this can help me with my setup. I can try and see that I can get my sticks all set up so my hips aren't going to be too open or closed or any carry on. All my sticks hopefully match up, hopefully. And then from here, I'm going to make my turn. And you can see how from above, especially, how my hips are going to turn, my shoulders are going to turn much more than my hips. If I have trouble with rotation, by all means, you can release your left heel can come off the ground to allow you to turn much more. It's not a sway. There's no sway going on. We don't want to have that. It's a turn. And then from there, I go forward without too much rotation. I don't want to go full turn and then just rotate, because it'd be hard to get that center of mass forward. I'm going to have a lot of shots where I hit a little heavy, and obviously it makes it a lot easier to come across the golf ball. If I'm trying to play a big cut, or if I can manipulate my wrists enough, it's fine. But let's just make a big turn, drift forward, so delay the rotation, and then once I'm here and I'm on top of the golf ball, then obviously I can rotate my hips, and you can see how this relationship between these two, my shoulders and my hips, is being maintained, and I come through and bang. Through impact, I'm going to feel like that. And then as I get through to finish, I'm going to level out again, nice and friendly on my back and my body. So let me do that a couple more times for you all at home. Full turn, drift, drift. There's no early extension. It's not loading onto my toes. It's just a full turn, drifting forwards. So my butt line's staying back here. The stick is staying pointed at that stick. And then from there, I rotate through. Okay? And obviously with the golf swing, I would look there. So you can see I'm going to probably purposely try and make my shoulder plane and allow it to be a little bit more up. That's fine. Drift. And as I drift, my arms are going to drop on down. And then from here, I can rotate through. And up. All right. It's a bit to work on there. You don't need to have all three sticks. You could just have one at home. It's fine. If you didn't have a stick, you could have a ball and a stick, or a ball and a club. Here's another way to skin the same cat. Hold it so that the club's up here on your right shoulder, and then you can make a backswing so you can get the feeling like the grip end's pointed just above the ball or at the ball if you're a good enough athlete, but we'll go just above it. I'm getting old now, 35. There, I'm going to lead, and then from here I can almost feel like I'm going to get the club head to visually hit the ball. Yes, there's going to be some tension and stress and strain through there, that's fine. And then as I get through here, level out again. So this is a drill you can do at home. Turn, load, turn. Without a club, I can do it. Turn, load, turn. And then obviously with a club, I can turn, load, turn. We should be daring and hit one. Whew, better hit a good one after all of that sequence. All right, try my luck, Oh, it wasn't too bad. We got away with that one. Oh, there it is. So that's the feeling there. Turn, load. Do we load, Andy? Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Turn, load, turn. And in future videos, I promise I'll come along and explain all this path, face to path business. And we'll start to delve into what all these numbers mean, especially nowadays with all the cool tech coming to all these ranges, which is great. There's a lot of information, but I feel like having a lot of information isn't necessarily good unless you understand how it all works and how it all adds up. But that's all for now. Again, like, subscribe, comment, join in the journey, and share it with your friends. Any questions, please hit me up. I'm more than happy to answer. Ciao for now.